welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam and welcome to Healthy Habits. Today we're gonna talk about, by the way, before I start, it's still a holiday edition thing, that's why we have it here. I just got the video about Get Ready With Me, which I don't know if it's gonna be up before this or after this, but it was a nice one, so I highly recommend. But why you're basically here, it's because we're gonna talk about resolutions, all the good stuff that people do before each beginning of the year. I hope you can see my face. We're basically gonna talk about things that people do before the resolutions that they do before each year. Now, how many people, if you look at statistics, how many people actually keep up with their resolutions? Not so much. Why? It's because they're usually so big. I'm not telling you that they are impossible to attain, no. But they are so big and they are less detailed usually. So the people get overwhelmed. They don't know where, how, let's say by March, what they need to do so they can accomplish those things. It's just one thing in general. If my goal is like, I don't know, let's say buying a house in 2025, and I don't do any details afterwards or while I'm doing that as my resolution, it's like, okay, the time will go by, January go by, February, March, you name it. And then the end of October will come and I'll be like, oh, I didn't do that resolution. Oh, how depressing it is. It's because I didn't put the details. I didn't write down on piece of paper, literally. I didn't write down, okay, by June I need to, have this amount of money. I need to save this much of money per week, per month, each bi-weekly. It depends of your goals. It depends what do you really want to do. But if you have multiple goals and you don't put the action towards it, like in paper, what you need to do, it's like it's gonna be hard for you to attain those goals, because in your head, if it's in your head, it's not clear how do you want to become that your reality. If here it's not clear, unfortunately, in universe either it's not going to be clear for the universe as well. So that's why I'm going to tell you one exercise that I started to do this year and that helped me so much, and I do this with my clients too as a high performance coach at the beginning of each year or before the beginning of each year. So tell you what I do. I've talked briefly on another episode what I actually do, but here it's going to be more detailed. So your resolutions, it's good. Have them. If you want to visualize them, people put on stickers and papers and, on desktop, wallpaper, you do you, whatever it works for you, whatever your heart desires. But once you do that, take literally a piece of paper or whatever you're comfortable writing, and try to, let's say if your end goal, it's the house, the example that I gave to you, the house, or opening a business. Let's do the opening a business. What's the previous step before that it needs to be done? So let's say the end goal for me is to have a business, have investors in it, so it can get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's my end goal, let's say. That's my end goal. What I need to do previously for that? It needs to run the business, without any investors, right? So the investor would want to invest. What's the previous step? Okay, so I need to run my business, yes, and my business needs to be run without me as well. So if I have employees and I'm not there physically, it needs to work. That's how you know when you have good operations and good systems in place. That's when your business will work even if you're not in it. And then the previous step would be creating those systems, those operations. Before that, having the people for that, you know what I mean? Like you start with your end goal and you go until step 0. Step 0 in any situation should be personal development, but that's just my opinion, because with personal development, again, I'm repeating myself, but you can learn about yourself. You can learn especially what you want in life, what you don't want in life. So your resolutions can be aligned to those things that you want or you don't want. So this exercise also, it's simple. It's easy. You can't tell me that it's super hard and you don't have time to do it. It's super, super easy. Let's give you another example. I don't know, if your goal is to work out 4 times per week and now you don't work out yet. If your goal in 2025, like everyone else, they're like, okay, in January, I am going to the gym every single day. But in the reality, they didn't even go once before in the previous year. It's not going to be in their habits just because they decided to do. Like, it's not going to be in their habits if they start to jump in like all the way in January, let's go. It's a good start to want to go to the gym and be that motivated. Yes, it's good. I'm not telling you it's not good, but you're going to get discouraged because it wasn't in your habits the previous month. Why do you think that one day you wake up January 1st, let's say, and you go to the gym and that week and that month and the following month until December 2020, until January 2026, it's not going to happen like that. So if your end goal is to go to the gym 4 times per week, and I'm just giving you an example, 4 times per week, what you need to do, the previous step, it's go 3 times, twice, then once, and then your nutrition also needs to follow. Again, it's the same thing. If you eat cheat meals every single day, start with not eating once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. It depends, but you do it gradually. And between those two, and if you're gonna be like, oh, like, let's say if it's 4 and I go 3 times per week, how much time should I wait between 3 and 3 times and 4 times? It depends of each person. I would recommend 66 days minimum, so it stays in your habits. You're gonna be like, 66 days, like, especially in this generation, what are you talking about? I want to go 4 times in January, that's it. Okay, fine, then don't listen to this video, because maybe you will be going in January, but what about February? What about March? It's hard when you do everything once at the same time to sustain your habits and be part of your identity, because you're not used to it yet. I'm not telling you that you will never get used to it. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm telling you. But if you've never worked out before, start in January going once per week or twice per week. And let your body to adjust, because once you go, other things also get adjusted for you. You start to maybe eat a little bit more healthier because you're like, oh, I just worked out. I'm going to feel guilty if I eat a burger right now. So I'm going to eat healthy. Your environment will adjust too. If you used to see friends that smoke, drink, party every single weekend, and you're like, oh, but I want to have this healthy lifestyle. I went to the gym, I don't know how many times previous week. Are they the right people for me? You're going to start questioning. It's not just about going to the gym. You're going to question other things that are related to each other. I hope that you can see my eyes. That's why it takes time to build, because in reality, you build a lifestyle. In reality, you build an identity. You want to consider yourself someone that is healthy. And for that, it takes time. It's not once you're going to go to the gym and boom, okay, yeah, I'm consider myself. No, it takes time in an effort. But you can do it. That's the good plan. Whatever you put in your mind, you can do it. So yes, the resolutions that, people tell to themselves, it's good. It's a good start. Putting the stickers and visualization, it's a good start too. But what do you do next? Because if you do it once and never open up your notebook or anything else, or if you don't look at your resolutions anymore, just, 1st of January or before that, and you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Do you think magically from the sky, like, it will happen? No, it doesn't work like that. I wish it was. I wish it was that easy, but it's not. So again, your resolutions are good. Visualizations, the stickers are good. But also you'll see yourself, just try the exercise that we just talked about. You'll see huge change, because in your head, it will be clear. Now you know your end goal, which is your resolution that you want to accomplish in 2025. And you know exactly the steps that you need to go from step 0, which is going to be in January, if you want to wait. But don't wait, because you can start now. You know what I mean? It's like step 0. Okay, if it's fitness, I need to work on myself, because they are related to each other. And then, okay, so if I go again and recap 4 times if you want, and then you go 3 times, twice before that, once before that, and then your nutrition follows again. The gradually, again, not everything once, no, gradually, so it can sustain in your habits and in your identity, be part of your identity eventually. And once you do those things, since it's gradually, you give time to your body and mind to adjust itself. To adjust, to tell, okay, Miriam is like that. Okay, this is a new me, new Miriam right now. But it takes time. Like everything great in life, it takes time. I don't want this video to be like, oh, she doesn't want us to make resolutions and everything else to But with your what do you do with your resolutions? If you have multiple ones, the same exercise can be applied to the same, because it's going to be clear in your head, because right now you wish for something to accomplish, but you don't know how to get there. And doing this exercise helps you to get there. It helps you to make clear in your head trust me, I'm going to do it myself. The exercise that I just talked about, I'm going to do it myself. In this few days. It's going to be clear. When it's clear in your head, you know the next steps. You know how to accomplish and go to the end goal that you wanted. But it all starts even before resolutions. It all starts with dreams. Don't forget to dream as well. It's free. It's wonderful. It's magical, dreaming. Don't forget to dream as well, because at this point in your journey, you can be like, oh my God, I want this. You're dreaming, to be more healthy. You're dreaming to have more peace. I'm not talking about materialistic things, but but at the same time, maybe in your head, you're like, yeah, but I don't know if I can ever have it. Or I don't know if I ever can become it. Or I don't know if I'm worth it so I can become. Let me tell you something. You are worth it to have the things that you wish for. Good things, but you are worth it. Don't put the limitations on yourself. Whatever you dream right now, dream even bigger. Your dreams need to scare you. If they scare you, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. That means that you went above. Usually people dream with their own limitations. They're like, okay, it's possible for me to go one vacation per year, which is, by the way, nothing wrong with that. Because they know they can. They know that either way they're going to go, but they're still dreaming about it because, they want it to become sooner. They wanted to have that vacation sooner, but they know deep down that they can. But when they're starting to dreaming 2 vacations per year, 3 vacations per year, 4 vacations per year, suddenly it becomes like, oh my God, no, I can't do it. If you really work hard, whatever your goal is, you can do it. You put the limitations on yourself, and I'm telling this to myself as well. I've put for so many years, so many limitations on myself, and I'm not the only one. So let's stop putting the limitations. Whatever crosses your mind, it's possible. Again, I'm talking about great things, okay? Whatever crosses in your mind, it's possible. Just believe in yourself. And you don't randomly start believing in yourself. Boom, one day you wake up. No. You believe in yourself when you do things you promised yourself you're going to do. Because let's be real. If, let's say, a friend, a family member, a significant other tells you something and they don't do it, what will happen? And if they don't do it consistently, what you're going to do? Your belief in them, it's going to go down. It's going to decrease. Because you're going to be like, oh, well, it's been multiple days. They were telling me they're going to buy me flowers and they don't. So unconsciously, your belief towards them, even it's simple as that, your belief towards them, it's going to decrease with time. It's the same you versus you. It's the same if you told yourself you're going to go to the gym today and you didn't. You told yourself you're going to go tomorrow and you didn't. You told yourself that you're going to go this week, next week, next month, and you didn't do. You're going to unconsciously lose the belief towards yourself. With time, it will decrease as well. It's the same thing. So when you tell yourself something, do it. And I know it's hard. That's why, again, personal development will help you to have that strongest mindset. Personal development, it's like I wish I could show to people, and that's why I can't and I won't shut up about it. It changes your life for the better in all areas of your life. I think people usually think that, oh, it's only like if you're in business or business oriented. No. It's your day-to-day life. Personal development, it helps in your personal relationships, professional relationships, yes, whether it's a business or partnerships, friendships, significant other relationships, you name it. It helps in all health, nutrition, fitness. It helps in all areas of your life because you start to know yourself more. You start to think about things and think about things that usually people don't think about. You start to think out of the box. Since we are kids, it's like we were programmed the same, not the same way, but like the same things were told to us. Go here, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Other people's limiting beliefs are integrated in us. And then we when we become adults, we are like, oh, I don't know what I need to do in my life. I don't know what my hobbies are. I don't know what. Of course, because nobody told us to think, to have time to think, to work on ourselves. Nobody. If you had that kind of people around you, and I don't blame them because the time has changed, because maybe they didn't know, your loved ones, maybe they didn't know that it's possible. So I don't blame anyone. I do have a great family and I am grateful for them and I always will be. But once you become adult, it's up to you. Once yourself, you have kids, if it's what your goal is, it's up to you. It's up to you. Once you have kids, it's up to you to show them that it's possible. It's up to you to show them the healthy habits, the good habits. It's up to you to show them the importance of dreams, the exercise that we just talked about for the resolutions, and the limiting beliefs also. Because we have so many limiting beliefs and we transfer unconsciously to whether our close ones, friends, significant other. It's crazy. And that's why when you work on yourself, you start to understand your limiting beliefs. And with time, you're like, nope, I am not going to let that belief that I know, I identified them. I identified it. I'm not going to let that limiting belief to stop me. Do you think starting YouTube channel, I didn't have any limiting beliefs? I had a lot of limiting beliefs. I was supposed to start this like literally in January this year. But I only started during summer. I'm glad I did, but still it took me a few months because I was like having this debate in my head. Should I do? Oh no, I don't have time. Oh no, I don't know how. I don't know how it works. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't know. It kept me for a few months, and one day I was like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I am applying this in all areas of my life, and I recommend you to do as well. This upcoming year, it's your year. It's your year to become your best version of yourself. It's a never-ending journey, and stop other people to tell you otherwise. It's your dreams, it's your resolution, and it's not theirs. Even if they love you, even if they're close to you, only you know what's the best for you. Yes, they might love you. Yes, they might be there for you. But they see your reality with their own eyes. So your dreams, it's not that exciting for them because it's your dreams, it's not theirs. At this point in my life, when I understood this, that people see my reality with their own eyes, it's like I don't expect much from people anymore. I know that yes, they love me, yes, they are close to me, but it's okay if they don't understand me fully. It's fine. The important is if I understand myself, if I am at peace, if I can be alone with myself, because most people can't. If I can be alone with myself, if I can keep up my peace, that's what counts. And I will always be there for them. I always be, but there's something that they don't understand and I don't understand. It's vice versa. And it's okay. It's normal. It's life. We can't be understanding and people like 24/7 and all of the people we need to understand. No, it's hard to understand. It's so hard to understand ourselves. How do you want others to understand us? But if they really love you, if they're really a close one, they need to support you whatever it is, if you're doing the right thing, and you explain to them and they know too. And yes, always remember, it's your dreams, your life, your resolutions, and everything will be all right if you work for it. You'll have anything, and you'll achieve anything you want to achieve if you work towards. And on this beautiful note, I hope this episode was helpful to understand, and also the exercise that we did also, I hope that it was helpful. And also I hope this episode was interesting about resolutions and the exercise and our dreams and everything else, everything magical, everything that comes with it. I hope it was interesting for you. I wish you happy holidays. I'm sending you virtual hugs. Stay safe, stay warm, and have healthy habits. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and also ring the bell so you don't miss any healthy habits. Per usual, before I go, always remember, don't give up for just one more day. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.